Good day, everyone. Today we are going to talk about virtual private servers and how we can set up a VPS, a virtual private server, in just about 3 minutes. Stay with me, and you can use this video for the later reference or just follow along. So virtual private servers or virtual private machines or virtual dedicated servers, whatever the name we give them, a lot of them actually make up the cloud. And I'm sure that most of you have already heard about the cloud and know what cloud is. Most of the work that we are doing right now happens in cloud, uh, ranging from hosting the websites to doing very complicated tasks, running big enterprises. All that work is being, or maybe most of that work is being done in the cloud. So setting up a virtual private server or a VPS is a very basic step in gaining knowledge and gaining advancing your knowledge about what the cloud is and how to set up a more complicated infrastructure for your company, for your own self, whatever you want to do. So there are very big players when we talk about cloud, and we all know about Amazon, we all know about Microsoft Azure. So there are heavy players with a lot of money, big infrastructure, and of course, they provide not only SaaS infrastructure, but they also provide PaaS infrastructure. So SaaS infrastructure means they allow the users to build SaaS applications, software as a service applications. PaaS infrastructure means that they allow not only servers, but they allow their applications, the development tools to be available to the developers, and developers can make use of them. And of course, these are enterprise level development tools and utilities. And of course, you can take care of them. You can benefit from them. You can enhance your current applications and lots of things that you can do with them. But for the matter of simplicity and starting off this series, we are going to stay with just setting up a simple VPS machine in this tutorial. So as we were talking about the big companies, there are some mid-sized companies as well. There's DigitalOcean, there's Vulture, and then there are other hosting companies. Of course, I'm not recommending that you use Vulture, but it's my personal favorite. It allows me to set up VPS machines in a matter of minutes, just to set up my projects, just to demo my projects for most of the times. So I feel really convenient in that, and I think that you should try them. It's of course, again, not recommendation, but if you know, or if someone knows of a good tool or a good infrastructure or a good company, I think it's good to tell everybody else as well. So I'm going to log in to vulture.com. I already have my account here, so you will have to create your account. It's a one-time exercise, then everything will be fairly easy. You of course need a payment method to be set up for them to charge you. Anyway, we will continue with setting up our virtual private server. So in my control panel on the interface, I will click on the plus sign. I'll just hover my mouse, I'm sorry, over the plus sign, and I will click on the deploy new server. I will choose cloud compute as the server type. And you can see that I have geographic locations here ranging from Toronto till Sydney. So east and west all covered, and it's a good thing for me because most of my projects and clients are from Europe and USA. So I'll stick with, let's say, Chicago. I will choose Ubuntu. I'm more of a Ubuntu fan. Because of the ease of remembering the commands, the Linux commands. And I will touch base on that later. I'm going to use a small server size for the sake of this tutorial. And of course, this server size can perfectly run for a bare bone application, which is being accessed on the daily basis, and you can be perfectly okay. You can just feel comfortable that if you want to test your demo, your prototype, or whatever in the cloud using this server size, it will perfectly work. So it's a small server having 25 gigabytes of memory, one CPU, and 1 gigabyte of RAM, and 1000 GB bandwidth, which is not bad. We are not going to enable IP version 6 here. We are not going to enable auto backups and DDoS protection. We just want to use it for smaller purpose or just a bare bone purpose. So we are going to keep it like this, and no other setup required. We're going to hit deploy now. And there we go. We have our cloud instance in the installing status right now. After some time, this installing status is going to change in the running status as we have above for the 3 servers, which means that all of these 3 servers that I have here are perfectly running. They're in good shape. Good to know, as far as the vendor is concerned. So if there are any problems with the websites, I'll have to definitely log into the servers and see what is going on, but that's beyond the scope of this tutorial. So we're going to keep it simple. So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to come back and then do one last check just to make sure that our server is up and running, and then I'll see you then. Now you can see here that our new cloud instance is in running status, which means that the vendor has okayed and we can use the product. We're going to access the product using PuTTY. PuTTY is a very handy tool, and you're going to find out in a minute why. So in the host name section, I copy the IP address that was given to me by vultr.com on the server details or server information page, and I hit open. When we connect to the server for the first time, we are going to see this warning. The server's host key is not cached in the registry. You have no guarantees that the server is the computer you think it is. I think it is the same computer. And I'm going to let it go. We're going to take the risk anyway. I'm going to log in as root. And I'm going to copy the password from here and right click on my PuTTY interface and hit enter. There we go. Just a quick small note here that if you want to copy something from your machine to PuTTY, you have to copy it from your Windows interface, and you have to just click or just right click on the PuTTY so that the text can be copied. Very simple, straightforward, nothing complex. And here you can see that you have your new server, which is showing a usage of 10% of 23 gigabytes of memory. Memory usage is 13%, swap usage 0%. There are 85 processes running here. IP address is this, and that's pretty much it. That's all you need to know, and that's all you need to do to set up your VPS on a very basic level.